Welcome back, dear students. This is the seventh session for BA fifth semester basic English class. Now, in this session, we are going to summarize the last six sessions, which is based on Bertrand Russell's essay "Man's Peril." Bertrand Russell, who was a philosopher, mathematician, logician, sociologist, was born in 1872. Uh, he was also Nobel Prize. He was also awarded with the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1950 and Kalinga Prize in 1957. And this essay is a piece of BBC broadcasted uh, interview which was on 23rd December 1954, and later on it has been written as a piece of text or a short essay. The main theme of the essay is the futility of war and its impact on all life on our planet. War between nuclear weapon state leads to the annihilation of human race. This is the main gist of this essay. He tried to convince that if the wars continued, surely the human being uh, or the human human being on this uh, earth may be erased. Then he urges all the nations to keep their issues and their conflicts aside to understand the peril of this situation or the peril by these use of these bombs. Okay. Uh, Existence of man is doubtful due to the conflicts between the nations, race, and ideology, east, west, etc. These conflicts were because for the destruction of man himself, rather than destroying, harming each other. As a result, they destroyed themselves. He suggests that all the countries who have their personal conflict should keep their personal conflicts aside and to understand this peril and save the biological species on this world. And then he urges all the people of the nation, all the people of all the nations to introspect that what they are doing actually. Okay, he tried to convince that uh, we are uh, what we should ask one ourselves that what steps can be taken to prevent the disastrous military contest among the superpowers. The general public don't know about their position, their authority, and the danger of the using of these wars, especially the use of hydrogen bombs in contrast with the atom bombs. He says atom bombs are more powerful than the nuclear bombs. Sorry, the hydrogen bombs are more powerful than the nuclear bombs or atom bombs. It destroys many of large cities like London, New York, Moscow, whereas the nuclear bomb destroys only a city. And he he aware that it needs the centuries to recover from the destruction of hydrogen bomb. And he referred the bikini test, which has been proved that the hydrogen bomb the destruction of the hydrogen bomb is more powerful than what we actually expected. And it not only destroys the targeted people, it also destroys the people who used it gradually by spreading the various diseases caused of the radioactivity emission of the radioactivity from the bomb and spreads in the atmosphere. He referred John Schlesser's that a world war in this day and age would be the general suicide. He also referred Lord Edwin, who warned that we must ready to face the consequences of the radioactivity emitted by these bombs. Uh, he also quoted Sir Philip Joberts, who insist to abolish war must be our continuation policy. These warnings are from their knowledge rather under political pressure or prejudice. These are the warnings is essential and no force to enforce them to speak against these wars. It is from their truth, it is from their true knowledge and experiences. And he continued towards the suggestion, towards the solution, that is, both the parties, both the countries, the world which has been divided in superpowers should come on a accommodation, should come on a agreement that they should not use hydrogen bombs in their wars. Okay. The Iron Curtain. Here we use the Iron Curtain, that is the imaginary dividing between the East and West. And each side, each party should long for the accommodation, but they don't have the dare to express that because it might be goes the wrong notion or wrong message to the opposite side that they are weakened. Hence, he suggested that the neutral countries should be interfere this and find accommodation for both the parties. Otherwise, it would be the destructive for both the parties as well as neutral powers. Hence, neutral powers should appoint a commission of experts to convince both the parties equally. The neutral countries should be equally treated, just both the parties, without making any bias. And we can expect a triumphs of future if we forget our quarrels for a moment and allow to survive the humanity. The second suggestion was is to all the people of the country, especially the people who are divided in both the parties, should forget their personal conflicts and come on a point that we all are human beings. Then they would choose the happiness, knowledge, and wisdom. Otherwise, they would choose the death. Hence, at last he appealed all the people to be human, shows the humanity rather than showing or pointing them from any country or sect or any other individual thing. This is the end of this session. Thank you, dear students.